William E. Hayes Statler Secondary Campus, grade 11 and 12 students. Mrs. Latosky and Mrs. Shepard here. We have a little video for you to show you what it's going to be like on your first day back, which is Wednesday, September 2nd.
Now that is also your picture day, so just make sure you look your usual fine selves. We're going to talk with Madison and Avery, who are students who are going to show you what your first day is going to look like and what's going to be happening in our school as you enter.
So please make sure on your first day of school that you bring your mask with you, and then 2 masks will be provided to you once you get into the building. So let's take a look at what it'll be like for a grade 11 and 12 student on their first day here at William E. Hayes Statler Secondary Campus.
Come on in, ladies. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, girls. It's so good to see you. Welcome back. How's your summer?
Good. Yours?
Good. It was so good. Are you glad to be back?
Yes.
Good. Hey,
Good.
did you remember to do your screening this morning?
Yes, I
Good.
did.
Thanks so much for wearing your mask. It's so good to see. We have hand sanitizer here for you, and then you can head upstairs to your classes. Perfect. Thanks, ladies. Have a
Now-
great day.
You too. Grade 11s and 12s, what we're going to ask you to do when you do arrive to school after you've come through our entrance, and this will be your entrance and exit into our building, is to go to your first period class. Okay, so we're going to take you to the upper academic wing where the grade 11 12s are zoned.
We have arrows for you to follow. Just remember to stay on the right and make sure that you are social distancing. So there should be 6 feet or 2 meters between you at all times. All right, thank you.
So this year we will not be using lockers, unfortunately. Due to social distancing and trying to keep our hallways clear, we will not be using lockers at the moment. So with your school supplies, make sure you bring a backpack or a bag, and you'll carry them into the classroom and tuck them under your chair.
Miss Spanktunnel, I have a question.
Yeah?
Am I allowed to keep stuff in my car?
Unfortunately not this year. We don't want students leaving the building and coming back right away, just to reduce those interactions.
Okay.
Welcome to Chem 2030, ladies. All right, so in our classrooms, in our upper academic wing here, all the classrooms are set up so that the desks are in rows. So first thing you're gonna do when you enter a classroom is please sanitize your hands. That will just be a daily habit that you will do every classroom that you enter. And you'll come in and you'll be given a seating plan. And so your backpacks, your bags will be tucked under your desk. And this is where you'll spend your first block class. And then of course you'll transition to your next period class. Okay, and the teachers will talk about how you will sanitize your area prior to exit. Okay, thank you. Want to have a seat? Yeah?
Sure.
Excellent. All right, so grade 11s and 12s, you can see that you're nicely spaced out. And once you're in your seats, you can actually remove your masks for the lesson.
Where can I put my mask?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Probably best to not have your mask just sit on your desk. You might want to consider wearing a lanyard and having your mask attached to the lanyard, or putting it right in your bag. Okay? So now at the end of class, what we're going to ask is that we leave the space ready for the next group of people who are going to come in. So if I can have you put your items away, we're going to transition to the next class, so you can go ahead and put your mask on, and I'm going to come around and we're going to sanitize your desks. So you can go ahead and get up. I'll give it a spray, and you can give it away. And we'll do the same to the chair. You can pass it off. Thank you. Excellent. Now it's time to head to your next class.
All right, thank you.
11 and 12s, these are your washrooms up here. You will notice there is a capacity sign. So in this washroom, we're capped at 3 students in the washroom at one time.
So grade 11s and 12s, this upper academic wing is where you will find your TA classrooms and all your academic courses, with the exception of your CTS classes. Those, of course, are in their regular spaces, and they'll be labeled on your timetable.
Your lunch is going to be from 11:45 to 12:20. whereas the grade 9 and 10s will have their lunch from 11:30 to 12:05. That only means that there's a 15-minute overlap between your two lunches and it isn't enough time for the two cohorts to really cross. So we ask that you make sure that you're back to school promptly because we'll be waiting at the door for you there to let you back in, and then we'll close the door and you'll head to your classes and do this whole routine all over again.
Hi, Mrs. Shepherd. I have a quick question. Can I come in?
Of course.
Will there be school sports this year?
That's a really good question. I know that everyone is passionate about school sports and we want to get you out on the field and we want to get you out on the court. Right now, Alberta School Athletic Association has said that there will not be any school sports until October. So we just have to wait until that time to see where the regulations go from there. And hopefully we can get everyone back out doing the sports that they love.
So one of the things that you might have noticed in these videos is that as we are creating them, we're having our own little whoopsies with social distancing and that sort of thing. This is not our normal. We're not used to it. Wearing masks is new to us. All the teachers are getting used to it. We know our students are getting used to it as well. So the question that was asked by one of our student characters is, what's going to happen when I don't follow the rules, if I make a mistake? And the answer is, we'll gently remind you in a safe and kind way, because we know, just like you, this is new to us, it's new to you, and we're getting used to it as well. One of the other questions that we're getting a lot from students, and we understand the reason for it, is when do I get to see my timetable? So right now we're working really hard on getting everything perfect on PowerSchool, and what we're going to do is hopefully get that open for you as soon as possible, maybe even tomorrow. Students who are William E. Hay students from last year, you can go onto your PowerSchool account and to see your timetable. Also, on that very first day of school, we will have your timetables available to you, and you can actually see it, and we'll hand it to you right away, first thing in the morning in your TA class.